Now, the President of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte, cuts a controversial figure and is well known for making remarks many consider obscene. Here's some of them.
You must be respectful.
Mr. Obama, you can go to hell.
Mayor Duterte would ask only 5 questions to prove that you're stupid. Ambassador yung back. Visit ako dyan. I do not have any master. If you can say one bad thing about me, I can give you 10.
Well, the Philippine President has given an exclusive interview to RT. Our documentary correspondent, Marina Kostrova, joined us to talk about her face-to-face meeting with him.
I found him to be exactly what we're used to seeing him. So he was very direct, he was upfront, honest, and pretty determined not to allow anyone to tell him what to do in his country. That's something that really infuriates him, and especially when that criticism is coming from the US or anyone that he believes doesn't understand the issues in his country and how they should be dealt with.
If the previous presidents would just kowtow and follow what American says, not me. Not me, because I know my history, and I still have this hurt.
Was that hurt what made you call President Obama what you called him?
You must be respectful. Do not just throw away questions and statements. Urahin kita dyan sa forum na yan. I do not like to be ordered. Every time the United States criticizes us or reprimands us, we'd always connect it with a connective sentence that if you do not do this, if you do not do that, or if you do this and we do not like it, we will cut the assistance. Every time, several past presidents. Do you know that America is not a signatory of the International Criminal Court? And here is a guy threatening me with prosecution. Excuse me. You must be crazy, you know.
Polls in your country show that most of your citizens support an alliance with the US.
Yeah.
So how are you planning to...
Well, because having been a colony for 50 years, it should not surprise you. It's ingrained in the genealogy of the Filipinos. But little by little, I've been telling them, I made this decision because, but I think the Filipinos know the reason in their heart why. Because I have been very vocal and used the strongest terms when I said we are not a nation of beggars. We will survive without your assistance.
Well, you get the feeling that Washington is very interested in what he has to say because there's a lot of deals between the US and the Philippines in place and already trying to be ironed out currently. Exactly,
but Mr. Duterte said that he doesn't appreciate being blackmailed, so he said that he actually doesn't care about the US arms deal and that he has new friends now, and by new friends he means Russia and China, and he even said that when it comes to Russia, he can get a buy one, get one free deal when it comes to weapons, so that doesn't bother him at all. Now, even though he softened his criticism of the US since the presidential elections, and he did say that Donald Trump appears to be someone that he could potentially work with and build cooperation and friendship, he definitely appears to be shifting his focus towards Russia and China right now.
I had a talk in that meeting in Laos for the ASEAN. I personally requested to talk to the Prime Minister of Russia, Medvedev. So I told him my problem. And I said, you know, I am not asking for anything. We can survive with nothing. But I just want you to know that I want to be closer to you and China, because I do not like what is happening to us.
And he is planning a visit soon to Russia to discuss details of a defense cooperation agreement. Now, there was one funny moment throughout the interview when he did have one criticism towards Vladimir Putin, and he said that he doesn't like the fact that Vladimir Putin doesn't smile a lot. So he would like to see that change. But there was a moment when he did smile. Let's see when that was.
During the last day he saw me, he went out of his way to shake hands with me. I said, "Mr. President, how are you?" I said, "Fine." And then he smiled and shook my hands. He said, "I will wait for you in Korea, in Russia." Yes, of course, but not now, because I cannot stand cold.
Well, you can watch more of the interview with the leader of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte, on our website right now, while RT Documentaries is currently working on a film which asks why the country's government has resorted to such extreme measures to tackle the country's drug problems. That's due for release early next year. Up next in RT International, we take a trip to the quite remarkable Egyptian trash town of Zabaleen, where people make a living recycling what others discard.